Hi everybody. So I want to show one of the coolest new games I made with the help of my oldest kid. They're like just graduated first grade. They're gonna go into second grade next year, next school year. So kind of just to give you a sense of like the age range and the. So I wrote most of the code and they helped me with like some of the details and some of the rules. So that's how we do it right now. Like they tell me the rules and I implement them. So that's kind of how we code together. And hopefully at some point it will transition into my kid writing more code than I am. But as always, like we have unfortunately teeny little bit of boilerplate. Um, like, yes, ideally there would be less, but that's really not a lot. Okay, and this game is a panda jumping. So to jump, let's make sure that it starts in the middle. And my kid really decided that they want to have the panda jumping on frosting, because kids. So we are going to define two frosting classes. So we have a couple of color options. In retrospect, I probably should have made the same class with two different images, but that's fine. And there's like a bunch of like stuff that like this code was kind of written as we were kind of coming up with the rules. There's a lot of kind of mess and stuff that needs to be refactoring. But I guess let's actually I want to kind of change the order a bit of like defining and right, yeah, so I'm putting the y offset a bit down so that because there's like a little bit of stuff on top that's hidden and otherwise it doesn't look right. So let's put what my kid calls the cliffs. Okay, so is this it? No, and I need one last one. Right, okay, right. I don't think we meant to have this one. This is wrong. Good that I cut it. Okay, so this is a pink one that's at negative x, and we really wanted it to be at minus that, I think. Yeah, that's where I wanted it. Okay. So here's how I remove things. So I do scene dot get cream pink. We'll do that. Pinks, and this is an iterator. This is kind of basically like my quick hack for level editor. Position for p in pinks, and I'm looking for the one kind equals, right? And I'm looking for the one that's like this one. This is the one that I want to kill. I'll explain later why we want to have this kind of asymmetry, but I want to kill this one. So this has a negative x. So let's look for negative x, but a positive y. So it's this one, so it's number 2. So you do scene dot remove pinks of 2. Bloop. So that's kind of like my little level editor thing. At some point maybe I'll write like a real level editor, but that's actually kind of fun to do the level editing from the code as I guess people without level editors have been had to do for a while, right? So now we have these cliffs, and the idea is that the panda falls unless it's at the bottom. If it's at the bottom, it's gonna move to the middle, and so that's equal to. If at the bottom, it's gonna move to the middle, and otherwise it's gonna fall unless it's on top of one of those screens. So let's kind of do that. What happened? Oh, I didn't define directions. Okay, let's guess that needs to be defined a bit before. So let's kind of put it right here so that next time it will be defined in time. While we're at it, let's add collide here, and then we can remove it from this place. We'll keep the turtles here because it kind of makes sense that this is the only place we need the turtles. So bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, and we don't need, so let's rerun the game loop. This is the only unfortunate thing, is that if I have an error somewhere, then I do have to rebuild the levels from scratch. So let's put the panda back. And let's put all the cliffs in. One of those can be removed, so floop. I also have 2 of those, so I can kill one of those. Let's have the other pink. And this is the one that my kid calls a dead end, and we'll see why in a minute as soon as we kind of go over the game rules. So like I said, the panda is going to be falling, right? So this happens. And let's kind of put the panda, let's manually kind of panda scene dot get kind equals panda, just so that I have access to the panda object. Let's make the panda position be just something random, 2 2. That doesn't actually show what I want to show, so let's do it 3 2. And as you can see, if it's not on a cliff, it's just gonna fall down, down, down. And if it gets all the way to down, that basically means you lost. You know, in the future you might have like a finite kind of attempts or something like that. You might actually be able to fail, but for now you just go back to the middle, so that's great. So this is how the panda is falling, but now we want to be able to actually control the panda, so we basically control it with mouse clicks, and basically we want the panda to be able to only jump up, so you can make it kind of jump down, and you don't want to jump more than 3 units. That was kind of like a little bit of a kind of like figuring out what would be kind of a nice playable limit. And it cannot jump if it's currently falling, so it can only jump if it's either on the ground, right? If it's on the ground, then it's fine, or if it's on a cream, then it has kind of like leverage to jump. Let's fix that. So kind of, I didn't make like nice jumping, so it's kind of not animated jumping, it just appears and disappears, but that's, I guess, good enough for now. So we can jump to this, we can jump here, but from here we can't jump here, we can't jump here, this is too far, we can't jump down, so pretty much the only thing you can do is and maybe at some point we'll do that if you're like on a cream too long, you also that if your position is static too long, then you okay. So we can jump here, like the right path here is a jump here, 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 and this is probably the winning point. We didn't do anything to win yet, so this is something again we're still gonna do, but that's what we've done so far. So this is kind of a fun little game, right? And if we want to, the only way to kind of get back is to jump up here, then we'll fall here, but now we can jump up here, now we can jump over here, and we can still lose. So the thing is, we can still find a way to lose from here, but we can't find a way to win. Well, that, like, you know, eventually when we win here, we should do something like, you know, reward the play in some way. And like I said, this is dead end. because you don't really have any good jumping point. You can't jump back. Initially, I was like, hey, why don't the panda jump back? Then so my kid said, no, panda can only jump up. So it can jump up, but then fall down. But since it doesn't have anything to stop the fall, yep. And then I realized that like I really should be animating all these transitions. So as you can see, I can't jump directly here. I can't jump here. I can't jump here. From the starting position, I can only jump here, 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 and that's it. That's how it should be moved. So eventually we'll kind of mark it with like a special marker that if you collide with like a winning thing, then you win the game, and then again maybe it'll go to I realize I can jump here. That's probably a faster way to kind of lose from the winning place. Maybe I should jump. I should fall a little bit faster. Should probably make the panda fall a bit faster because that's kind of like horrific. Oh yes, and I should probably remove the print. Yeah, those were like super useful for debugging, obviously, but now they're kind of mostly getting in the way. So let's remove the print and let's fall a bit faster. Okay, so let's see how that works. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, oh, that's beautiful falling. Whoa, I'm falling. Can't do anything while I'm falling, and I'm done. So this is it. I hope this was kind of a fun little demo, and that's it. Okay, see you later.